Isn't it interesting? 9/11. Interesting, isn't it?
Number 9, looking good.
Where's your dignity?
Save now on this Trump home luxury suites.
All along, you got the predictive programming. You got so much evidence, just like we had with Obama. Yeah. I was thinking about the 8 years of Obama. And really the 6 years, because I started posting in 2010. 6, 7 years of Obama. Everybody was on the same page with Obama. And they saw how he was manipulating not just Americans, the world. And they got that he was lying. They got the divide and conquer, the tactics that he was using. Then Trump comes along. Then we have a whole lot of the awake people jumping on the Trump bandwagon, and they couldn't use the same kind of critical cognitive faculties that they were using during the Obama years. They couldn't do it with Trump because, well, Trump was saying exactly what they wanted to hear. And he was a Republican. No, he was a Democrat. Switched to being a Republican, and, he was their savior. No different from the Democrats. No difference. You know, I also posted videos on this. The last president, Ingersoll Lockwood. Wow. What is this about? The entire east side of New York City is in a state of uproar. Mobs of vast size are organizing under the lead of anarchists and socialists and threaten to plunder and despoil the houses of the rich who have wronged and oppressed them for many years. The Last President, a book written 1896, published. Surrealistic 1896 novel where Americans are protesting a corrupt election process while the president's hometown of New York City is fearing the collapse of the republic after the transition of presidential power. If this reminds you of the attitudes after the 2016 Trump presidential win, you're not alone. Remember, those of you who know, Chapter 1, The Last President. And then you have the people who say, oh, God, it was over 100 years ago, Carol. Come on. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how coincidental it is. These secret societies, these secret groups, the Jesuits, the Zionists, the Skull and Bones, the list is long. They've had this in the works for a very, very long time. That was a terrible night for the great city of New York, the night of Tuesday, November 3rd, 1896. The city staggered under the blow like a huge ocean liner, which plunges full speed with terrific crash into a mighty iceberg, and shattered and trembling. Like an aspen, the people were gathered, light-hearted and confident at the evening meal, when the news burst upon them. It was like a thunderbolt out of an azure sky. And let me just get this so I can read it. Yes. Alt Geld holds Illinois hard and fast in the Democratic line. This elects Bryan president of the United States. Strange to say, the people in the upper portion of the city made no movement to rush out of their houses and collect in the public squares, although the night was clear and beautiful. They sat as if paralyzed with a nameless dread, and when they conversed, it was with bated breath and throbbing hearts. In less than a half hour, mounted policemen dashed through the streets, calling out, "Keep within your houses, close your doors and barricade them. The entire East Side is in a state of uproar. Mobs of vast size are organizing under the lead of anarchists and socialists and threaten to plunder and despoil the houses of the rich. Keep within doors. Extinguish all lights." You know, curfew was set in D.C., right? 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. on the 6th. Brought to my attention by subscribers, 666. Happily, Governor Morton was in town, and although a deeper pallor overcame the ashen hue of age as he spoke, yet there was no tremor in his voice. Let the 7th, 22nd, and 71st Regiments be ordered under arms. In a few moments, hundreds of messengers could be heard racing through the silent streets, summoning the members of these regiments to their armories. Oh. 9 o'clock, deafening outcries. The mob, like a four-headed monster, breathing fire and flame, raced, tore, burst, raged into Union Square. No more. Lockwood. 5 fast facts you need to know. Pretty odd. 3 of Lockwood's books, written before 1900, feature a character named Baron Trump. And the 3rd is about the last president, an aristocratic boy protagonist by the name of Baron Trump. Yes, Lockwood wrote about Baron Trump. Travels with Baron Trump or something, or Baron Trump's marvelous underground journey. Oh, he journeys to Russia and is guided by a character named Don. Yeah. All right. New York City, 2 nights ago. In Lockwood's books, he talks about the Trump Castle. I believe it's The Last President, where mobs formed. 5th Avenue. The Trump Castle, or, look, we've been so played. Marvelously played.
And look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. Look at it. Look at it.
5th Avenue. Interesting. Right out of Lockwood's book. How about this? The con man named Trump. A 1958 movie tracked down. Building a wall. He's going to save people by building a wall? Oh, my God.
Right down. I bring you a message. A message few of you will be able to believe. A message of great importance. A message I alone was able to read in the fires of the universe. But be not afraid, my friends. I also bring you the means with which to save yourselves.
Save us from what?
From the end of the world, friend. Which I don't expect you to believe. But the rest of you, those who want to be alive tomorrow morning, I will tell you tonight. Remember that. Bring your friends here. I'll tell you tonight so that you will be able to prepare.
What are you selling, mister? Snake oil?
The world will come to a flaming end at midnight tonight. Without my help and knowledge, every one of you will be dead.
Got a name?
Trump.
I bet it fits.
Planning to remain in town for long?
Well, I understand I have until midnight.
And you've heard.
Yeah, I heard. Your name is Trump? All right, Sheriff. How long are you going to put up with this?
What do you mean?
How long are you going to let this con man walk around town?
Be careful, son. I can sue you.
How about it, Sheriff? When are you going to put the lid on?
What for?
Well, stealing is stealing, whether you do it with a gun or a mouthful of mealy words.
I don't intend to sit here and be insulted, Sheriff. If your people don't want my help, I can go elsewhere.
Wait a minute, Mr. Trump. You don't talk for the rest of us.
Since the sheriff wouldn't stop Trump, Hobie had to find somebody who would. Sheriff Chet Farrow was the gun law in Talpa, and Judge Clement was the book law.
You hear about Trump? Yes, sir. What are you going to do about him?
What do you want me to do?
Stop him.
From what?
From taking the town.
Can you prove that that's what he has in mind?
Well, it's obvious.
But can you prove it? In order to arrest him, the sheriff has to have a charge. And Trump hasn't given him a thing to go on.
Well, there's got to be some way to stop him.
Well, if there is, I don't know it. It's a funny thing.
Sir?
When we were kids, we were all afraid of the dark. And we grew up, and we weren't afraid anymore, but it's funny how a big lie can make us all kids again.
And that's what it does. Lies. Accepting lies. Accepting liars makes you a child.
Hobie had checked the town. The people were ready to believe. Like sheep, they ran toward the slaughterhouse. And waiting for them was the high priest of fraud.
I am the only one. Trust me. I can build a wall around your homes that nothing will penetrate.
What do we do? How do we save ourselves?
You ask, how do you build that wall? You ask, and I'm here to tell you.
You're a liar, Trump. There's not going to be any rain of fire.
Can you deny the meteorites will come? Can you deny the comet?
Well, it's not going to happen the way you say it is. Aren't you going to stay for the fireworks? Huh? Looks like you're going to go before everything's done.
I've done all I can for Talpa.
Figure it's time for me to be moving on. Well, I think you ought to wait.
That's where you and I disagree.
You're under
You're under arrest. Trump. Build the wall. The savior. The one person who calls him out as a liar. Puts him under arrest. You know that now the Democrats, they want to impeach Trump. Oh my God, we live in this repeat. We're just living, watching a TV show. Repeat. Now impeachment again they call for. But Trump, is he going to escape? Is he going to escape? I'm sure a lot of you will remember Chunky Mark.
Probably going to go to his Scottish bolt hole golf course. They say he's seeking asylum here. They say he's going to pardon himself. Probably going to go to his Scottish bolt hole golf course. They said that Boris Trump, they're not the same. It's the same nationalist, populist bullshit policies and politics. It's horrific. Look at them. They turn up for the Oxford vaccine, didn't even arrive.
It's all so obvious now. What is Chunky Mark saying again? Let's just listen.
Guess who's going to be seeking asylum here? They say he's going to pardon himself. Probably going to go to his Scottish boat hole golf course.